Good afternoon. Yeah, welcome to another episode, of this discussion on bioethics. My name is Nonso Emecheba, and I'm a PG student at the Department of Philosophy, University of Lagos. So, in this episode, we are trying to carry out a comparative analysis between the anonymous sperm donation in the village and the westernized modern way of sperm banking and documentation and the way they do it in the West. We want to find out the one that can be best, that can be immune to incest. For crying out loud, the issue of anonymous sperm donation in the village, for instance, has a way of recognizing those who are from a particular genealogy. And as a matter of fact, the person or the father can inform the children or even the entire villagers. Most of them, in most instances, they are aware of the fact that this person is the offspring of this person. This person was actually the daughter or the son of this person. So as a result of that, it would be easier for them to be able to avoid incest or intermarriage between one another. So because of that, we want to carry out a comparative analysis, between the one that is done in the village and the one that has been digitized, that they have to donate sperm, have a sperm bank, and somebody will just go there, he won't know that the person is from your community. They will donate it to the person, only for the person to, give birth, and they will intermarry, and incest continues unabated. It will be a kind of it will fester. So that's what we want to discuss. And joining me in this discussion is Dr. Matthew Itodo. So, Dr. Matthew, I want to get your view and your insight into this argument and this debate. Now, everybody knows that bioethics is a very, very fundamental issue, especially in this age and time.
Yeah.
And assisted reproduction has actually come to be a kind of how will I put it, a beacon of hope in the wilderness of despair, especially for those who have not been able to conceive. Before now, some people believe that God has created them, that since I don't have child, this is how God. But now technology has shown that no matter what the case may be, that you definitely have a child. So it has brought succor to the barren. It has brought succor to those who don't have children. So the issue of assisted reproduction vis-a-vis the way it is carried out in the village and in the West, which one do you think, in your own analysis, that is better, prone to, that is better immune against incest, that will be able to, the ones that are documented, and this one that they will just invite you, if you have money, come and donate. You donate your sperm, you don't know where it's going to. And the ones in the village that it is profiled, everybody in the village, including the father, knows that this one is my daughter, don't intermarry. So which one do you think is well, planned, and is actually immune against incest? Because incest is a problem. One marrying one's relative, blood, marriage and all that is actually a problem. So how do we, resolve this issue?
Yeah, thank you, Nonso. First and foremost, I am an Afrocentrist thinker. So, as an Afrocentrist, I am glad to know or to hear from you that we have mechanisms on how to deal with incest in the village. But given the complexity of the modern city and the rudimentary level of the village, there's no way you will disparage such complexity. Life in the village is rudimentary, while life in the city is more complex and industrial and so. So these things have to be factored in. An average village has a population of probably less than 1,000 persons, but in the city you have 20 million. Lagos, Cairo, New York have over 20 million people. So you expect things to be a bit more difficult and disordered, of course. But fortunately, you've shown that Africans are what do you put it, rational, yes.
Yeah.
But I am someone who believes in the evolution of knowledge.
Okay.
Yes, I think the Western society has one or two things to learn from the African even though knowledge in the African setting is rudimentary, because that of course, that's my area of specialization. So I think because the West has gone further when it comes to knowledge practices, that's no excuse for us to say there's nothing left in the village not to pick from. The incest itself, there are some societies where we heard they practice it. It's not a big deal to them. That's something we must also consider. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you Google it, you see there's a few societies in the world that practice incest. But at the majority of societies, majority of people or countries abhor incest. So the question is, how do we manage the problem of incest when it comes to what do you call it? Assisted reproduction. Yes, that is where the bioethics come into play and become more relevant. I think there's a lot to learn. The bioethics and other scholars in related fields have more to do. But I feel the main issue should be regulation. Yes, regulation is the core word, the underlying language of time is regulation. And if it is properly regulated, in conjunction with the little we have, the little knowledge of life in the village, of how they handle it, I think the better for the world. I think the better for the world.
Yes. Synergy.
Yes,
synthesize the one and bring the best in the local.
That is all.
And we have a very kind of modernized and balanced.
That is all.
That well, augmented.
Yeah, we are on our way to make the world a better place.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.